We've been able to more closely track the movements of base runners with StatCast since 2015, and as such, we've gotten a better understanding of who exactly is elite speed-wise, and who's more so just a really good base runner, with indeed a few guys being both. But these newer metrics allowing us this deeper understanding begs a different question. Who is the absolute fastest player in modern recorded MLB history? And while you might think it's somebody like Trey Turner or even an Elly De La Cruz, who both managed to lead MLB in sprint speed at various points, it's actually the Kansas City Royals superstar Bobby Witt Jr., with his career sprint speed of 30.4 feet per second. That's 0.2 ahead of both Turner and De La Cruz, and 0.1 ahead of surprising second-place finisher Bubba Thompson. With this being said, what does this exceptional speed allow him to do as a player? Let's start first with 3 fairly simple ground balls that he was able to turn into hits. 1 to second base, 1 to third, and then 1 to shortstop, where this speed really got to shine, as literally nothing Javier Baez did on this ball was incorrect. No momentary pauses, no small juggles, he just straight got beat by the all-time great wheels of Witt. But it's not just hits he can beat out using this superpower, he can also take extra bases, as evidenced here on this double to center field, which could not have been a more routine single. Sure, there was a little bit of a bobble out there, but almost nobody else was going to even try this play, let alone make it, barely beating a one-hop strike. We can also see evidence of this elite running speed in the fact he's been able to tally a ridiculous 28 triples through just 3 seasons in the big leagues, which has him tied for 20th among active players, despite playing less than half the seasons of everybody else in front of him. And you can see why in this B-roll. Every one of these 3 baggers could have easily been 2 for most other players, but Witt knows when to push the issue with his crazy get up and get 'em, which makes it even more valuable, as evidenced by his 21 base running runs per StatCast since he made his debut in 2022, which is second best in all of Major League Baseball, ranking ahead of players like Trey Turner and Ronald Acuna Jr. His fielding is obviously positively impacted as well, helping him to race down pop-ups and chase down ground balls that most players couldn't even dream of getting to, helping him to post the 3rd best fielding run value for a shortstop over the last 2 seasons at a mark of 22. Just look at this last play, where he made an over-the-shoulder racing grab, spun around, flipped to second, forcing a relay throw to first, turning one of the more impossible-looking double plays in all of 2024. And lastly, I have perhaps the most absurd play of the entire video, when he scored on a sac fly to the second baseman, on a pop-up to shallow center field. Just look at where Miguel Vargas was catching that ball. There's no way that should be turned into a run. But I guess when you're the fastest player in recorded MLB history, that's just the kind of thing you can get away with.